I remember thinking on the flight to Montreal, I was like, I don't want to do like a dark and brooding pop song with Mike. I want to do like a joyous and I don't know, I guess positive song. I had been like writing these lyrics that were like kind of like, I don't know, just super affirmative and really like open and whatever, direct and earnest. And I was like, okay, when we get there, maybe we can just see if we can push this song in a new direction. But then we ended up just like basically starting down a completely new path with this song, What's Up? And over the course of like half a week, just building the song from scratch, kind of by like going back and forth on a bunch of different references and like just being super playful. Like it's kind of like a childish song to my mind. Like it's goofy and it's cute and it's sweet. It's like the like ways in which we paired like electric guitars and synthesized guitars and like some of the drum sounds and some of the synth sounds, we were just like it kind of feels like a little bit like childishly joyous or something, which is funny because it's a song about like sex and self-determination and love. A couple songs that I had been listening to on the plane that I was like, I really want to push in this direction sonically. One was I Love You Always Forever by Donna Lewis, and another was Mirror Ball by Everything But the Girl, like both of which are like such sick just kind of like masterful pop songs. I do think that there's something important to be said about like the connection between aesthetic berserkness and aesthetic courage. You know what I mean? Like just like going for shit. Especially for me lately, I'm really attracted to like goofiness as a profound affect and playfulness as a profound affect. Like I think that I've been talking about this with people a lot lately. I think that like when I was a teenager, I made like a decision about like what counted as true art and truth in life. And like it was really stupidly twinned. Truth was like twinned with like this masculine, fake, profound seriousness.
Right. Yeah.
And as I've gotten older, like I've just come to realize that like fun and pleasure, they can be profound, or they can just be fun and pleasure, and that can be profound.
Yeah.
And I think that was like something I really wanted to deliver in this song.
Yeah, it's definitely a really playful song. Like I can definitely see that. Like I think going back to like you talking about like being, I don't know, sonically goofy as like an antidote to like cultural like
nihilism
and oppressive tone or whatever. Like you can definitely, it's something that like occurs in pop music and stuff, but in terms of like stuff where there's some sort of like concept of the author as like an auteur of this artwork or whatever, it's definitely like avoided completely, which I find so strange. And that's maybe starting to see it a little bit more, but it's still like a long way to go.
I think that pleasure is as important. I think that basically like sad affects are mistaken for intelligent affects, or they're mistaken as being the only intelligent affects.
Yeah. Well, emotionally with like having emotional depth, but kind of being like repetitive and like honestly slightly boring. So
you and I pared What's Up down a lot. Like there were a lot of like zany like boing sounds in it at one point.
Full on boings, a lot of boings. What is that thing called? The like thing.
I don't know.
Man, we should have kept that in.
But that's like, I don't know, it's such a clear song. Like vocally it's so clear, it's so direct, it's like such pop, but then like formally like it has a real energy of its own. Like the way the song goes into like the more emotional, like I guess not minor key passages, but the less major passages, and then like the way it like swings up into the like full glory of the end. It just has like, it really does feel to me like a Rube Goldberg machine, where like the like ball is like moving and it like flicks the
Oh, yeah,
lighter,
totally.
which like lights the steam, and then that like pops the toaster and shit. Like, I really love listening to it because it still gives. I've listened to it probably like 250 times over the course
Yeah.
of making it, refining it, and then obsessing over it.
Yeah.
Every time it's still like, I'm still like, ooh, oh, and like the guitar comes in, and then a MIDI guitar comes in over it, and then like,
Yeah. The
there's-
pairing of real and hyper fake instruments is definitely makes it like a pretty interesting and
Yeah.
fun listen sonically.
in the song there are these like transitions where you're listening to like a fake sound, and then
Yeah.
the real sound comes in, and then the real sound like starts to sound faker than the fake sound.
Yeah.
You have this real like whatever like
Yeah.
uncanny relationship with the relationship between digital and organic, or like real
Yeah.
and fake sounds. And
Well, especially in pop, like fake sounds end up being so pleasing. So when you introduce a real sound, which has all these outside factors, like the way you were holding the pick or the room you're in,
Right.
and the shittiness of the take that you ended up deciding to use, like all these different things, and then you hear like the fake one, you're like, that's just perfect
Yeah,
and
it's really
weird.
clean.
Like, and it sounds so dumb, and like I almost like it better than the like earnest sincerity of the real instrument. But the two of them together makes for an interesting dynamic.